going on, guys? Thank you for coming back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys how to do cornrows. And if you don't know how to do cornrows and feed the hair in, this is the video for you. So I'm starting off with my Tresemme blowout serum, and I am applying that to her hair so that I can blow dry her hair. Her hair will be protected and ready for when I do the silk press. Now that I got her hair all dry, I'm going to go in and I'm going to do a silk press. I like to start off by using my trusty 20-plus-year-old hot comb that I will not get rid of. That is my ride and die right there. So I'm going to just take that around her edges and get that really straight. And then just go through her hair with the flat irons and give her a silk press. Her hair is all finished, and now we're getting ready to prep for the cornrows. So I started off by taking a little bit of my braid gel and I just rubbed that all around her edges. And now you just want to formulate your part. You can part your part wherever you want and however you want. My client chose to do a side part. And now in that section where we're going to do the first cornrow, I like to part small sections and place the braid gel on her scalp. And I'll show you why in a little bit. Go throughout that whole section putting braid gel on her scalp. And once that's finished, you want to comb everything through because you have to be able to line up the hair directly where you want to start your cornrow, and it'll be nice and flat. That's what you want, a nice and flat surface before you start. So I flattened out the first side, now I'm flattening out the second side, and now I'm going in with more braid gel and I'm laying that all around the outer parts of that section because you want every hair in place. Now that I'm finished that, you want to go through and smooth everything out. And it may be a little hard doing it because you're trying to comb through the edge gel, the braid gel, but it can still be done. It won't be too hard to do. So I took a small section and that's where I'm going to start the cornrow. So you basically would just cornrow as usual. Again, this video is for beginners who can't feed in hair for a cornrow, so this is the easiest way I can show you guys how to do it without feeding in braiding hair. So again, just do your cornrow as usual. And it doesn't have to be neat. Make sure you're combing through as you're braiding down. It doesn't have to be neat. We're going to smooth everything out. I'm going to stop the braid right there and go right on ahead and smooth everything out with your rat tail comb. This is the hair I will be using. And of course you need a crochet hook. And now you just want to take small pieces like so. It really depends on how thick or thin you want your braid to be, your cornrow to be. But I would advise you to start off with thin pieces of hair. You want to just push it through the braid. You'll see a loop just like that. And then you want to pull one piece through the cornrow and leave the other piece on the side. And then you do that throughout this whole cornrow. Take small sections and only pull one side of the hair through the loop. And make sure you stay close up on the cornrow as you're doing it, because if you leave too many spaces, you'll see a gap in your cornrow. And I really wouldn't recommend putting a lot of hair underneath the cornrow, crocheting the hair through the cornrow, because you don't want to cause any breakage. So that's why I recommend just take small pieces and pull it through. So this is how it should be looking when you're finished. Now you want to take a section from each side, and then you want to take a small piece from each side to make 3 sections. And take your time while doing that. 1, 2, 3, 3 sections like so. So now you're just braiding over that braid like we did the cornrow, the base cornrow. And that basically is it. You don't have to feed in no hair. All you do is you just take those small little sections that you crocheted, take it one side at a time and just braid like usual. Now you can't be too rough or too wild trying to do this, because the hair will slide. So be as gentle as possible as you're pulling those little pieces to do your cornrow. Be as gentle as possible. And if it gets tangled as you go, that's okay. Just detangle it with your fingers and keep on going. But again, all you're doing is just taking small pieces from each side and you're just cornrolling as usual, like we did the base cornrow. Now we are getting further down the braid, and you see how full it's starting to look without feeding in any hair. So this is just a real simple, easy way to have thicker cornrows without individually feeding the hair in. You'll still be able to get that look. And right there, the hair slid, so I just pulled it on the other side and I kept right on going. So if that happens, just go right on ahead, slide the hair over and keep right on going. So now we are at the bottom, and my client wants 2 braids coming out of that one cornrow. So I'm going to take a small piece of hair and I'm going to wrap it around to secure that off. And I'm separating her hair into 2 pieces so that she can get 2 braids coming out of the one. And the piece that we wrapped around, you're going to braid that into that first braid so that it can stay and not come loose. All I'm doing here is now I'm actually going to feed in pieces of braiding hair just so her braids can be a little full, because we're dividing it into two, so that will make it thin. So I'm just adding hair in just to keep the thickness throughout the braid. So feeding hair into an individual braid isn't as hard as trying to do a whole cornrow. So now you know how to do it. And make sure you detangle as you're braiding, because you want everything smooth. You don't want no loose hair. You don't want no loops from not detangling. And add your braid gel as you go, and it should come out neat. So this is what my client's hair is looking like. I put her under the dryer for about 30 minutes. And this is the final look, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it.